All right, so round two, trying to find the rattle under the dash. So, thought I had it, did not. So I removed the sill here, sill plate or kick panel here on the side. It's all one piece. And exposed some more harnesses, connectors, could be possibly. I also removed, there's like a carpeted cardboard piece here just to try to get underneath it a little bit further. And I'm gonna probably remove the upper glove box compartment here as well, just to see if I can see anything. I also had the whole entire like radio, HVAC, this whole piece here, this all pops out as one unit. The radio stays bolted in. There wasn't anything in there either that I could see. I wiggled around on a bunch of wires and stuff. Nothing seemed to be making noise. So I'll show you what I found now, and maybe this is what we have as a rattle here. Okay, the dog is back at it again here. So what I found, and again, I'm not sure that this is where we're getting this rattle from, but it sounds like it's over on the passenger side here somewhere, and it's really hard to find as you're driving. So the connector here, this is for the radio antenna, comes through this plastic connector, and the metal crimped end here on that connector makes contact with the plastic housing here of the blower. So that could be it. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna somehow cable tie that down as well so that it can't make any contact. Just looking at the way some of the wires run in here, there's like some sharp edges, and they got the wires right against the sharp edge. And just knowing the little bit I know from working on trucks, on big trucks, it doesn't take long and you'll end up with a little electrical gremlin, and those are really hard to find, especially when it's showing like shorted or short to ground or open. And then it's like, okay, now you got to start opening up wire harnesses and figuring out where that wire is rubbed through. So might not be a bad idea either to get some protective wrap or something around there so we don't end up with shorted wire. All right, so we got it. It no longer rattles. I drove it for about a week and I didn't hear it rattle. And before I put everything together, I actually put the seat all the way back, and I laid with my head underneath and had my wife drive the truck on some of the roughest town roads we have, and I couldn't hear anything underneath the dash rattling, so I was pretty happy with that, and I put everything back together. I'll show you what the final stuff that I did that I believe solved the rattling issue. Alright, so we're on the passenger side kick panel here. I got this removed. And like I was talking about, this connector here for the radio that's got the cable that comes through, this was on the other side of this connector here with like a push type clip, and this part here was free to move, and there's some metal back in here, and I believe that's what was rattling. This was just completely free. So what I did was I pulled that clip out, moved it over here, and then I put a cable tie on it, and now it doesn't move at all. And like I said, I was underneath the dash as my wife was driving, and there was absolutely no rattles on anything. I was looking to see if there was anything moving, and I drove it for about a week and I didn't hear anything, but I was like, well, before we completely put the thing back together, I said, let's just do this just to make sure. And I believe this is what the problem was right here, at least in my case. Once I tied this up, I didn't hear any noise after that. Are you being good today? Are you being good? Alright, so to wrap it up, the first step I would still do would be to remove anything that you have on these glove box or storage compartments, just so that you're not sending yourself on a wild goose chase before you start removing panels. And once you verify that it's nothing you've done to the truck, then start going to town and removing panels. And just in my experience here, there's a lot of connectors on this ram that aren't fastened down very well. So that's where I would start with it. I hope this video helps. That'll be it for now.